What's up, Math 8? This is Miss Mullins, and thanks for tuning in for another episode of Math with Mullins. Today we're going to be looking at our Chapter 1 test review, so let's go ahead and get started. Remember, everything we see here must be done in the order of operations. So we're looking at parentheses, exponents, multiplying and dividing from left to right, and then adding and subtracting from left to right. For number 1, you should have started with the parentheses first. 6 minus 4 is 2, and then 10 divided by 2 is 5. Number 2, the next one we're going to deal with, again, parentheses, negative 15 divided by negative 3 is positive 5. I'm going to bring down everything just like I see it. Then I'm going to do this exponent. Negative 10 squared means negative 10 times negative 10, which is 100. So now I have 5 minus 100, which is negative 95. Number 3, we have parentheses and then an exponent. So let's deal with what's inside the parentheses first. 18 divided by negative 2 is negative 9. So bring down everything like we see it and continue on with order of operations. Negative 9 squared is our next step because that's an exponent. So we have 81 minus negative 7. And 81 minus negative 7, remember, just means 81 plus positive 7. And that will give us 88. Number 4, again, using that parentheses first. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. And then negative 2 to the third power just means negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. That will give us a negative 8 for number 4. Number 5, we have 30 divided by negative 10 minus 4 minus 1. And since we don't have any parentheses or exponents, we're now just scooting down to multiplying and dividing. 30 divided by negative 10 is negative 3. And then we'll just continue to subtract these. Negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7, minus 1 is negative 8. Number 6, this one we would maybe want to start with the top portion, just because whenever you have numbers like this joined together on top of a divisor sign, we want to get rid of those first. So we have negative 9 minus negative 5, which just means negative 9 plus 5, and that would give you negative 4 over negative 2 plus 4. Negative 4 over negative 2 is a positive 2, and 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. For number 7, again, focusing on this top portion first. 2 minus negative 6 means 2 plus 6, which is 8. So we have 8 over negative 4 minus 8. 8 over negative 4 is equal to negative 2, and then negative 2 minus 8 is equal to negative 10. Number 8, I'm going to stick with my exponents before anything else. 7 squared means 7 times 7, so that's 49. So now I have 2 minus 5 plus 49, and since I have adding and subtracting, I'm going to go from left to right. 2 minus 5 is negative 3, and negative 3 plus 49 is equal to 46. Continuing on for number 9, now we've got some absolute values. Remember, absolute value can also be solved using those order of operations. Negative 20 doesn't have anything with it on the top, so I'm going to put that negative with the 20, and then 5 times the absolute value of negative 1 just means 5 times 1, which is 5. Negative 20 divided by 5 is negative 4. Here we go again. Absolute value is technically parentheses. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. So I have negative 9 times 9 minus 9. Negative 9 times 9 is negative 81, and negative 81 minus 9 is negative 90. Going on, parentheses first for number 11, the absolute value of negative 2 is a positive 2, and I'm also going to solve my 3 squared. 3 squared is 9, so 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. Absolute value right here is what I'm going to focus on first. The absolute value of negative 1 minus 1. Negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2, but the absolute value of that is a positive 2, so I have negative 8 plus 2, which is a negative 6. For number 13, focusing on the absolute value first, I'm going to bring my negative up here to that negative 30, and the absolute value of negative 6 is a positive 6. Negative 30 divided by 6 is negative 5, and negative 5 minus 8 is negative 13. 2 squared minus 1 1/5. First, starting off with my exponent, which would give me 4, minus, I'm going to go ahead and change this mixed number to an improper fraction. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So I have 4 minus 6/5. 4 can be placed over 1, and then I'm just going to multiply these by 5. So 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 1 is 5. So now I have 20 fifths minus 6 fifths. 20 minus 6 is 14 over 5. You could also rewrite this as 2 4/5. Okay, almost done. Thanks for hanging in there. Number 15, we have multiplication we want to take care of first. 9/5 times 2 over 1 would be 18/5. And then when I add this, I'm going to go ahead and change my mixed number to an improper fraction. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 more is 11. So 11 plus 18 is 29/5, or you can have that as a mixed number of 5 4/5. Continuing here, I have parentheses. 8 minus 5 is 3. Bring down everything else slowly. 6 squared would be next. That is 36. So I have 36 times 2 minus 3 minus 8. 36 times 2 needs to be done first. So that's 72 minus 3 minus 8. 72 minus 3 would be 69. And then 69 minus 8 would give us 61. Number 17, we have 9 minus -1 on the top first. Let's take care of that. That actually means 9 plus 1, which gives us 10. And then on the bottom, -8 plus -2 is -10, and -10 plus 9 is -1. 10 over -1 is just equal to -10. And then my final question, the absolute value of -3 is 3. So I have 9 times 3 times 3 minus 2. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 51. I'm gonna double check that because I'm not trusting myself right now. No, it's a little bit more. 27 times 3, 3 times 10 is 21, carry the 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 more is 81. There we go. And then 81, make sure you were copying down the correct number, Miss Mullins. 81 minus 2 is equal to 79. Those are just some examples that'll help prepare you for your test tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in. Good luck with your Chapter 1 test, and I'll catch you next time.